This is going to be a quick video on database rules. So we're reaching the point where you first set up your database in test mode about a month ago, which means that the database is going to automatically shift to locked down, no longer in test mode, and your application won't work anymore. So we're in a weird place because next week, we'll see how to do real author authentication and authorization with accounts. But just as a stopgap for now, so that your projects are still functional, what you want to do is go to your Cloud Firestore inside of your console for Firebase, and then you're going to go to the Rules tab, and here is where you can set up your rules for accessing things in your database. And we talk about this later in the course, but basically this stuff here is boilerplate. And the way that the rules are set up is with this nesting curly bracket structure. So this is saying here's the rules that apply to Cloud Firestore. This is saying here are the rules that apply to our database. And then you can match specific paths in your database and apply rules to them. So this is a wildcard match, which basically matches everything in our database. And it applies this rule. It allows you to read or write to that database if the time when it was requested is less than this timestamp. So what you can do is come in here and you can change the timestamp. So if we're in edit rules, and I click in here, I could change this to 2021, which would give me a year in test mode. Or what you can do is remove this and say, if true, anyone is allowed to read and write. So this will allow you to have access indefinitely from your client application to any path in your database. So this is one way to handle it, and it's fine to do. Generally, you wouldn't want to do this, make it so that it's always readable and writable indefinitely, but since we're covering it in this class quite soon, how to do authentication and lock things down until someone is actually logged in, this is fine. So after you make this change, allow read write if true, then you just hit publish. And now your rules will be applied, your new rules will be applied to your database. So anyone should be able to read and write. And what you can do here is do a simulated test to see, okay, can someone actually get something? So if I were to say, could someone go into my movies collection and access a movie with some made up key here and run it, it will tell me, yep, because you have said that anyone can read and write, we're all set. So you can do a quick test like this, make sure you publish, and your rules should be good for the moment.